Hello everybody, this is thejonnymar, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy VI Advance. So in my last episode we picked up Strago and Relm and also finished off the Fanatic's Tower, and today we're going to find out a little bit more about Strago and Relm's backstory. You might be the only one aging, Strago. Uh-oh. Gung-Ho's hurt. Wasn't that the name of the guy who chastised Strago during the first part of the game? Oh. Hideon, the legendary beast that Strago used to hunt. Cough wheeze. Who coughs from injuries? I guess maybe some people. Well, Strago, are you going to avenge your friend? Looks like Relm's on board. Alright. Let's go get him. And I do understand you can also pronounce it Hidon or Hidon or, you know, various ways. I always pronounced it Hideon. Yeah, Strago, don't go alone. You don't really have good spells right now, so let the rest of us come with you. Especially Celeste. Because she has Ultima. And she loves you, Strago, so you can't leave her behind. She's proven that that won't work. So, Hideon means hidden. To Ebot's Rock. So that was the name of the cave that he claimed during the first part of the game was underwater. I guess it's not anymore. Or we miraculously have a submarine that we can use to get under. Who's this guy? What have you seen? Small triangular island northeast of the Veldt. Yeah, that was there during the first part of the game too. You could fight integers there that give a lot of magic AP. So that's it. What about it? A monster that sucks anything up that's near it. Huh. So what would happen if you were sucked inside? Well, we might have to find out in the very near future. And small spoiler, it's pretty cool. That's all I'll say. So let's do a quick save because we're going to be going after Hideon. And he is the master of Strago's sort of quote-unquote ultimate lore ability called Grand Train or Grand Delta, I think it's called in this version. So we have to do a hop, skip, and a jump here across the water to this little cave. And the enemies in here are pretty nasty. They like to use a lot of status ailments. So you want to make sure you have your party members equipped with ribbons. Now, obviously with Mog, I'm not going to be getting into random encounters. But you also want to have the ribbons on because Hideon himself uses a lot of poison spells. So here we have a hungry chest that's blocking our way. And he wants coral. So we have a randomly generated... No, I'm not going to feed you any coral. Skinflint. Well, that's nice. So we have a randomly generated dungeon here. But every time you step on that little switch, you're going to get sent to a randomly chosen room. And basically what you have to do is go around and collect coral pieces. And you need at least 21 or 22. I always collect 22 just to be safe, but I think you only need 21. So we have 5 already. Alright, pretty cool, because you can get anywhere from 1 to 5 at a time. So we're up to 10 already. Not so good that time, only 2. That's 12. Ugh. And then I missed the stupid chest. All right, 5 more, 17. And of course, you also can get sent back to the entrance. There's also this room where there's a save point, so you can save. What are we up to? I think we're at 17, so now we're at 19. Another save point room. Well, there's 21, but I'm gonna get at least one more chest worth. There you go, 22. Sounds good. So let's head back to the chest. See how long it takes. Well, only one, not too bad. Yes, I will give you this coral I found. Corpulence is happiness. You're stuffed, huh? Well then get out of my way, you stupid chest. Your character waves their arms. Come on. Yes, I wanted to get through. Thank you. Apparently it's sick. Alright, so right up here, we're going to have to take on Hideon, and I'm going to equip Zone Seeker because Grand Train is a pretty nasty ability. So that'll let us put Shell on our group. So you not only have to fight the boss, but you also have to fight a bunch of little enemies around it. They used to be called Hideonites, but now they're Erebus. So a lot of bio spells. With the ribbon equipped, it's not going to do much damage to us. And apparently, you cannot cast an Esper when you have dual cast. So if you have the gem box equipped, well that's lovely, since Celeste has Zone Seek on. Oh well. So you have to kill the big boss, obviously, to win the fight, but we don't want to kill him off too quickly, because we want him to cast Grand Train. It's the only character in the game that will actually do it for Strago to learn. And Relm doesn't really have any abilities, so we're going to continue with the attack mode. Yeah, let me show off Leviathan, one of the unique espers in this game. And then we'll whip out Ultima. Yeah, pretty standard. That's in line with most of the other Final Fantasies of this generation. I guess the water effect was a little bit cooler. Not too damaging for the cost. It costs 70 MP and only did 1,000 damage. Well, what about Ultima? There we go. That's more like it. Alright. And now we just got the big guy himself. Now, I think he does resurrect his little baddies, and one of them, or maybe more than one, have actual reflect spells, so you have to be careful on what you actually cast on them. Alright, here comes the Mega ability, Grand Delta. And it might look a little familiar to anyone who's played Chrono Trigger. It's very similar to Magus's Dark Matter ability. But I think this game came first, so I guess that copied this game. And now that we've learned it, we can take this guy out. Shouldn't take too much. He's only got about 30,000 HP. So another Ultima or two and he'll go down pretty easily. I'm not even sure what he is supposed to be. Like, I guess his face is there in the upper right, I'm assuming. That's his eye. And then his ribs, I suppose. Very interesting character design. There we go. You did it, Strago! By not doing much. You cast Leviathan and Insunia. Good job. 6 magic AP. And we got Grand Delta. So pretty much Strago's best lore in my opinion. Good ability. And now we have to go back and tell Gung Ho we avenged him. Assuming he's still alive after those terrible injuries he received. Wow. Oops. Sorry, I hit the button really fast. He basically just said, "You really did it." Strago's pretty proud of himself. And gung-ho seems to be pretty gung-ho, if you'll mind the pun. Wow, quick healer. Must have Wolverine's healing ability. And for any of you that have talked with an older person, they, of course, will embellish on the story of what happened. Raised your staff and let him have it. You did very little, Strago. But we'll let you have this. What's this? He tired himself off through his storytelling. Sounds like an old person thing to do. And yes, gung-ho was faking just to send Strago into mortal danger. And Relm was in on it, apparently. And she calls him out on his terrible acting. Better get out of there, Relm. And that is basically the end of Relm and Strago's storyline. So Strago has kind of resolved this issue from his past. And we'll put Bahamut back on, or Bahamut. Well, we're gonna heal up quickly, and then we're gonna take on the last dragon that we can fight before we go to the final dungeon. And that last dragon is very interesting. It got drawn to the opera house south of Jador for some reason. And so it has taken up residence in the middle of the stage, interrupting the performance. And of course, you can't have an apocalypse without having continued opera performances. I think our airship was still there, but it sucked if it would have been trapped across the water there at the island. So we're going to head over and take out that dragon because obviously we want to kill all of them. We are veteran dragon hunters by now, so you all should know the drill. You do want to equip one of your characters, or all of them, with angel rings, though. Or cherub downs. Cherub downs, I guess. Because that automatically casts float on your party members. This is the dirt dragon. So it likes to cast quake, which is a ground-based ability. So if you're floating, it won't hit you. And as long as you have one character afflicted with float, he also has an ability that will get rid of float status, but with that, you won't be able to do it, and so he'll keep casting his status ailment ability over and over again. And so it actually ends up cutting out some of his turns. So we need to head down to the stage, and that means hitting one of the switches, and that'll swing us down there from way back in my Opera Hijinks episode. But I don't remember which switch it was. Was it the middle one? No. That's the lights. Sorry. Sorry. I think it's the right one. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Now, for some reason, this dragon also is afflicted with the float status. You know, that makes a lot of sense, considering he doesn't have wings. But whatever. So let's throw up Mighty Guard to protect us against his Horned Tusk attack, which apparently is much more damaging than I expected. And there's the Quake ability. So that's useless at this point. And then we'll just start blasting away at him. So he does counter with that physical attack, so you can cast Golem to protect yourself, or obviously just heal in between. And with Strago, I'm going to pull out Grand Delta. And make sure I'm healing up. Should not be too much trouble. Actually, it looks like here's that ability that lowers you from float. Looks like it's called Honed Tusk. Look at that, 4,000 damage. Awesome. And keep everyone in fighting spirit. Is that it already? No. This one will probably end it though, I would guess. Because that's almost 30,000 damage already from the 3 Ultimas alone. Bam! A little less cheap than Vanished Doom, but still pretty cheap. Oh well. That's why I like Ultima so much. And what wonderful reward are we going to get for killing this thing off? Well, we get the Magus Rod, which is a pretty awesome rod for Relm and Strago. And the Impresario gives us a heartfelt thanks. And that is it. We get nothing else. Cheapskates. So my next episode, we are going to check out Triangle Island. So as always, viewers, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.